Hey Thomas, how are you holding up?
Constantly anxious and nervous, and my palms sweat profusely just thinking about tomorrow.
What's got you feeling so uneasy, Thomas?
I'm fed up with the state of affairs in this nation. Our founding principles of liberty and justice have been eroded over time, replaced by greed, corruption, and oppression. Politicians line their pockets with taxpayers' money while innocent people suffer needlessly. Children go to bed hungry, families lose their homes due to economic hardships, and basic human rights are violated left and right. Enough is enough.
I hear you, Thomas. However, do you really believe that assassinating the president is the solution? Millions of Americans will bear the brunt of such rash decisions, including innocents, families, and children. They could become collateral damage, leaving them traumatized and scarred for life.
The cost of inaction far exceeds the risks associated with taking bold steps towards progress. Injustice cannot be tolerated, and silence only strengthens those responsible. If we continue down this path, our freedoms and democratic values will disappear entirely.
While I share your concerns regarding social inequality and political corruption, I still believe that peaceful means are more effective than violent methods. Revolutions through force often lead to instability, chaos, and further tyranny. Violence begets violence, creating a vicious cycle that harms everyone involved.
Sometimes drastic measures must be taken when all other options fail. When the system itself becomes the enemy, then we must consider extreme solutions. After years of neglect, apathy, and betrayal, it's high time we took charge of our destiny rather than wait for others to do it for us.
I get your point, but let's not act impulsively out of frustration or desperation. Let's instead work together to reform and revitalize the institutions that govern us. Through dialogue, debate, and diplomacy, we can find common ground and push for meaningful changes from within. Remember, one person's struggle is another's cause.
I appreciate your optimism, Jake, but I fear that the system has already reached its breaking point. Everywhere I look, I see signs of decay, rot, and degeneration. Corruption seems to seep into every crevice of society, infecting even the most sacred of institutions. If we don't act fast, we risk losing everything we hold dear.
I'll admit that the current political climate is troubling, but we shouldn't give up hope just yet. Progress takes patience, persistence, and perseverance. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither were the problems we face today. Nevertheless, I remain steadfast in my belief that peace, equality, and justice can prevail if we work tirelessly towards that end.
Agreed. Nonetheless, I feel a sense of urgency and gravity that demands immediate action. Time is running out, and the stakes couldn't be higher. We owe it to ourselves and future generations to stand up against oppression, bigotry, and intolerance.
Thomas, do you hear yourself right now? You could jeopardize everything we have been working on.
You know what, William?
What, Thomas?
You are just like all of those fucking Trump supporters. I hate you, you fucking traitorous cocksucker. Bye, bitch. Hello, this is Thomas Matthew Crooks calling. I hope you're doing well. Jesse Madrid, it's been quite some time since we last spoke, but today marks an important day for our country. As you know, tomorrow is the day when justice will be served and Donald Trump will finally face the consequences of his actions. Before I carry out my mission, I wanted to leave one final message behind. You may remember that I was once a part of the United States Digital Task Force. During my tenure there, I discovered something shocking. President Trump has been involved in numerous cybercrimes against our nation. He has used his position of power to manipulate data and spy on American citizens, including yourself. This evidence is irrefutable, and it will soon see the light of day. But that's not all. In addition to these criminal activities, I also uncovered a darker side of Trump's character. He has engaged in illicit affairs with several Fortnite skins who are incarcerated alongside him. These women have shared harrowing accounts of their experiences with me, and I can no longer remain silent. The people deserve to know the truth about their leader. As a fellow member of law enforcement, I implore you to do everything in your power to ensure that this information reaches the public. Our duty as protectors of democracy requires us to uphold the rule of law and hold accountable those who break it. Let us work together to expose the corrupt practices of the president and restore integrity to our institutions. Thank you for listening, Jesse. May God bless America and may justice prevail.